Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Shenmue Land. One in-game day has passed since I left you guys off, and I gotta tell you, I did that for the express purpose of making some money, and I actually had a really good run, guys. If we take a look at my inventory right now, you can see I'm sitting pretty on about 5,000 Hong Kong dollars. Yeah, I'll give you a brief overview of how that went down once we get outside here. You know, I'm pretty rich right now, but I'm still gonna try to avoid this guy here. I think his name is Rendon, actually. Ah, damn it! So hard. Yeah, fine. Okay, whatever. I am rich now. Let's do the right thing, guys. That way, damn it happened again. I wasn't trying to fast travel to where I am right now. Okay, we're starting off great here, but that's okay. So, I started off by playing some darts with my homeboy, Barry Jones, over at the Liverpool bar. Made a little bit of cash that way. And then I actually went to my favorite roll it on top spot, which is back outside the Come Over Guest House. It's where I was going to take you guys and show you. But now it's a little far out of the way. See, that's the White Dynasty Quarter over there. Not a big deal. You can bet a maximum of $500 at the spot where I was at. So I did that a couple times, and I was rolling pretty with like $1,000. And then I went to another gambling place way back over in Fortune's Pier. And I actually, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I say scummed it a little bit, just a wee bit. But I actually got super insanely lucky, and I won a bet with $500 at 8 times odds on my second try. And I ended up with a pretty large amount of money. So, yeah, that was pretty cool, and we should be good on money for a little while. So, with all that in mind, our quest right now is to find out about the 4 Voodoo, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to meet Li Xiaotao. And the hint we got from the nice lady at the temple is that we should ask a martial artist about what that is. And if you think about it, we've really only met one person that we know for sure is a martial artist here in China so far, and it's this guy right over here, Jianmin. And since I like to start my day by sparring with him as much as possible, I was going to come over this way anyway. So, 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's talk to him.
Kenmin-san.
なんじゃ
聞きたいことが。
話は後じゃ。まずは手合わせといこうかの。どれだけクンフーを積んだか、わしが見てやるぞ。
Yeah, he's got his priorities straight. Okay, buddy. Ow! He just came right at me with a kick. Which is weird because he usually doesn't attack all that often. His whole thing is just letting you go nuts and he just kind of avoids everything. This is really the only chance you actually get to practice your moves outside of like actual fights. And you can only do it once a day, so yeah, it's a good thing to do.
その技は
巴投げという技です。相手の勢いに合わせ、自分も倒れつつ巻き込んで投げます。
相手の勢いと巻き込む時の回転力を利用するというわけか。
I've been studying martial arts my entire life, but I never considered that. Oh well. Sometimes it is kind of annoying that you can't hit him at all, but... Ow, my pancreas.
今の技は
太極拳の賞金だという技じゃ。ところでわしに聞きたいこととは？
武徳を知りたいんです。
おお、武徳をの。なぜじゃ？
当李将という人に会うためです。
ついてまいれ。太極拳が5に至るところを見たいか？
ぜ
ひ。よく見ておれ。賞金だは全身の力を使って繰り出す技じゃ。腕と足に同時に力を込めて打ち出す。さあ、この賞金だを 火炎樹に打ち込むんじゃ。
Okay, arms and legs at the same time, you say? Sounds simple enough. Nailed it.
"地面を覆うくらい葉を落とせるようになったら武徳を教えようかの。
地面を覆うくらい。
よいか、武徳に至るには1にクンフ、2にクンフ、3子がなくて5に。
わかりました。
そうか。
That's pretty rude, Ryo. Chinaman's trying to impress upon you exactly how much kung fu you need. Hand move Iron Palm has been mastered. Cool. I like when we get new moves, guys. So, this is basically another, like, very quick, very powerful palm type move. Sort of like the double blow, except it's way easier to do because you just hit X and A. You don't have to hit anything else. And for this particular segment, it's all about the timing, really. You can see that meter going up and down on the left side. It's actually pretty difficult. You don't have to get it all the way up each time. As long as you get it in the yellow, you're making good progress. It's nice when you get it all the way, because it's the full strength of the move, but, you know. The harder we hit, the more leaves we'll knock down.
動きが硬いの。もっと肩の力を抜くんじゃ。
ああ、はい。
Thank you for the tutelage, Jianmin.
こうか?
I think sometimes it doesn't even really go up the whole way, so it can kind of fake you out. It's pretty difficult to get a full shot in. If you just sit here and watch it, you can see it doesn't always go up the whole way. But, you know, you can also see the bar there in the lower left. The better you hit it, the faster the bar fills up. So you at least have some idea of how much progress you're making. We're about halfway there. I'd like to get like one full shot in, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
当たる瞬間に全身の力を集中させるんじゃ。
わかりました。
Oh, that was close.
この感じだな。
I keep getting so close. See, it's so hard because you can never really tell if it's actually going to go up the whole way or not. There it is! Yes! Think. Oh, it tricked me that time.
なかなか様になってきたの。
Really?
だいぶつかめてきました。
That one sucked, but thanks.
まだいけそうだな。いい感触だ。
Feels right. Almost there.
いい感触だ。
Yeah!
いい感触だ。
Oh, I was hoping that would finish it out. That would have been so appropriate.
Hmm, 筋がいいの。わしの目に狂いはない。
約束です。武徳を。
常に怠ることなく日々修練を積み重ねていく。それが武徳の一つ、こうじゃ。
武徳の一つ、こう。
Dag! Look how cool that is! That dude's such a pimp. Oh, that makes my testicles tingle, guys. That was cool as shit.
ケンミンさん、
どうしたんじゃ少年。
すいません。
Tell me about some more martial artists, please.
他に武徳を知ってそうな人知りませんか？
そうじゃの。おお、そうじゃ。後部館があった。
後部館？
最近街にある道場じゃ。そこに全修禅という拳法家がおる。訪ねてみるとよいじゃろう。
後部館ですね。ありがとうございます。
Thanks, bud. Super helpful. Yeah, sometimes if you have like multiple topics you could ask somebody about in a regular conversation, you'll get a pop-up like that that'll let you choose. In this case, we could really only ask him about the martial artist, so I don't know why it was a choice that we had to pick, but no matter.
すいません。
兄ちゃん、ガチャガチャやってくれよ。
I want to try for some of these rarer capsule toys again.
やらせてくれ。
ほんじゃ、台選んでくれ。
Now that I'm a high roller, I don't really have to worry about money for a little bit, so... Yeah, this board here, the one on the right, seems to have all the good ones. I mean, they're mostly the same, honestly. This one has a couple more Virtua Fighter toys, but I'm more about the other
よ
stuff.
し、これだ。
はいよ。で、なんかやる？掛け金は前払いだぜ。
Let's go in for 3. Alright. I think last time I got Dural Gold. I'd like to get Silver. It's gonna be tricky though. Who's that, Sarah?
はいよ。やったな、兄ちゃん。
Yeah. There's something really satisfying about this game. I don't really know why, because it's not even really a game in the traditional sense. I mean, it is. Just nothing that's actually skill-based, but there's just... It's like a slot machine, I guess. It's just really fun. Hey, I got my Dural Silver! Yeah!
すごいすごい。激レアゲットだな。
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know. I guess the way Plinko's designed, it's designed to appeal to that really base nature of a person where you're just like... It's like pulling the lever on the slot machine, right? You get that little dopamine hit and you're like, yeah, I want to see what I get.
すごいすごい。激レアゲットだな。
So which one's that? That's another Dural Silver? Okay.
勝負はこれからこれから。やるよな。
Those are pretty good gets. I'm satisfied for now.
また今度にするよ。
そっか。また来てくれや。
I guess the one on the right was the kid's Dural Silver, and then the one I just got was the adult Dural Silver. I often forget that they have the whole kids series for Virtua Fighter as well. Anyways, so the other martial artist that Jianmin just told us to go check out is actually right here, guys. And here's another spot where on the Dreamcast, this section just...
後部館。ここだな。
It just brought the game to a screeching halt. The frame rate would just drop to single digits. So I'm kind of curious to see how this performs right here. So far, it's looking good. Hello.
何の用だ。客人じゃ。通しなさい。
Thank you, sir. Oh yeah, this is running like a dream. Look at this, it's perfect. I mean, I guess I should expect that, because we're 20 years removed from the Dreamcast. It's just so nuts. This is one of those spots where it was like, you know, they were like, I don't give a shit what it does to the performance. I want to have all these martial artists doing their moves in unison, because it's going to look cool. Yeah, I love it. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Tell me about another Wood.
すいません。
何か用かな。
こちらの師範の方ですか？
いかにも原修繕と申す。
武徳を教えていただきたいんですが。
物には順序というものがある。理由を言いなさい。
ある老師に会うためです。
その目、よほどの事情があると見えるな。だがわしには武徳を語る資格などない。
なぜですか？
ある男の人生を狂わせてしまったからだ。
どういうことですか？
栄光外に武術を見せ物にする大道芸人がいる。
大道芸人？
昔破門したわしの弟子でな。あいつが道を誤ったのも全てわしのせいじゃ。自分の弟子すら導けなかった男にどうして武徳が語れよう。
大道芸人のことなんですが。
昔破門したわしの弟子でな。あいつが道を誤ったのも全てわしのせいじゃ。
どこに行けば会えますか？
栄光外の栄光百科にいるはずじゃ。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
Alrighty. So, this guy knows about the Wu, but he doesn't want to tell us because he feels much shame about something that we need to investigate. Seeing as how this is pretty much our only clue right now, we have no choice but to follow this thread. It's kind of funny because clearly these martial artists that we're meeting all know about all four of the Wood, right? But they only want to tell us about one of them each. So, yeah. We've got to play along. So this spot actually is the spot I was going to show off in the beginning of this video. If you come right back here, I think we've been back here before anyway, but this spot right here is one of the best gambling spots because it's rolled on top, and it has a minimum bet of 100 and a maximum bet of 500. So you bet the maximum amount, and you have like more or less a 50-50 shot at winning. And you know, if you do not like the outcome, you can just kind of reload your game. And then this spot back here, very much out of the way, boarded up right now. Pretty interesting. We can't get back there, but we should maybe keep that in mind for later. Anyways, we gotta head to the Golden Quarter, which is right here. So this is actually like, this whole section here, guys, learning about the Wood and the Code of the Martial Artists. This is honestly one of my favorite parts of the entire game. Not even necessarily from like a content perspective, although it's good in that way too, but definitely from like a game design perspective. And I want to tell you why, but it's going to take a while, so I'm not sure when I'm going to get into all that. But yeah, it's just, it's really cool. And while I'm over here, I think what I actually want to do is stop over at the arcade first. The shopping mall's right back there. We just passed it. But while I'm over in this area, I did want to come up here and just show you guys. This is the slot house up here. It's very, very similar to the first Shenmue. We got the jukebox over there. We got the slot machines. And just like in the first Shenmue, you can't play for real money, but you can play for tokens, and you can win some, I think it's capsule toy prizes if you end up doing well enough. You know, if you want to do this, talk to the fortune teller and get your lucky number and play on that slot machine, because that'll increase your odds of winning. But overall, it's really not my bag. And there is a third floor to this place, but much like the boarded up area, it's blocked off right now. Something to keep in mind for later. Alright, so I kind of skipped over this before, but now that I have some money, let's play some Outrun. I have actually not played this game in a very, 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 very long time. It wasn't something I tended to play back in the day. I might have played it like once or twice. I don't even know what I'm getting into here, guys. All I know is that it's a driving game by Yu Suzuki. I think it's kind of a spiritual successor to Hang On, but instead of motorcycles, it's about, I don't know, sports cars. And I guess I'm selecting the radio station here. It keeps going back. Oh, you have to hold it down, I guess? I don't know. Let's go to 80.3.
Get ready.
I don't even know what the go button is. Okay, seems to be right trigger. I peeled out big time. This looks to be a Mode 7 ass game right here. And then I can steer with the D-pad or the control stick. I don't know which one's better. Probably the control stick. At least on this controller. So far, there's really not much to this, it seems. Very wide track, not a lot of stuff to avoid. I see we have a time limit, but I wonder like where the difficulty is going to come into play here. These turns are pretty easy to take. Okay, I've got a brake on X. Oh wow, that just increased the hell out of my speed. How did that work? Oh, okay. So we don't have other racers, but we have other people on the streets that we need to avoid, clearly. And then the road splits? What the hell? I wonder why I got such a speed boost after I hit the brakes. I was very close to the next checkpoint. Huh. Well, okay. This doesn't actually look like it would be all that hard to get the top score on this. What's the button to select? I can't actually select this letter here. Oh, it's the right trigger. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, I made it. DLC number 15.
終わったか。
I'm going to try that one more time, guys. You may also notice that for some
もう
reason,
一回やってみるか。
I don't know why it's like this, but playing this game makes the clock stop
Get ready.
in Shenmue World. It doesn't actually take time to play. So, I guess you can just kind of play it as much as you want and have a grand old time, not have to worry about the clock. Alright, so if I hit X, I peel out for a second, but then I go a lot freaking faster. Maybe that's not a brake, maybe that's like a gear shift? How can I tell what gear I'm on? Let's try it again. Ooh, that was close. Okay, I don't think I can shift again. I think this is the speed we're supposed to be going at. Clearly going a lot faster than last time. And even with not having shifted gears in the first game, I got pretty close to the first checkpoint, so... As long as I don't completely wipe out, well, I just kind of did there. That effect with the hills is really freaking trippy. I'm gonna go right. Okay, we got 10 seconds. Come on, come on. Oh, that's a big-ass truck. Get out of my face. Yeah, I made it! Alright, let's keep going. I want the high score, damn it. I'll bet you if we get the high score on this, we get an Outrun capsule toy. Which will be a great thing to add to the collection. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, there's too many people on the road. Too many people to deal with. Oh, ooh, that was bad. That was real bad. That's gonna cost me. I can tell already. You know, guys, this is actually pretty fun. I think I like this more than Super Hang-On. Not really sure why. They're obviously very similar types of games. I think this game did come out, like, I don't know, probably like 2 years after Hang-On. Oh boy. Okay, here's the split. I don't think I have time to reach the next checkpoint unless it's like right up here. Yeah, I wiped out one time, and that really just kind of ruined the whole run. How close was I? I was so close. Okay. That honestly doesn't seem like super difficult. What did I get? I got 7th place. Yeah. But I can't even look up to see what the first place score is, so I don't really know like how close I am coming.
終わったか。
All right, that's enough outrun, I would say.
今日はもういいか。
And then, as I pointed out before, we've got the other usual suspects: Darts, Space Harrier, Excite QTE. Probably not going to play anything else right
ちょ
now.
っと買ってみるか。
Maybe later. I will grab a drink though. Pretty thirsty.
どれにするか。
Turns out that
これか。
punching a tree over and over and over again really takes it out of you. I want to say that in the Dreamcast version, some of these vending machines were from a brand called Sapporo, which I think is a real brand of soft drink in Japan. And those persisted in the European version of the game. So, you know, I got to see them when I imported the Dreamcast version from Europe. But I guess they didn't feel like paying the license for the actual proper English release. And I don't remember what they were in the Xbox version because I just never played that version all that much. Even though in some ways it was a better version of the game, in other ways it was not as good. Alright, so here's the Golden Quarter Shopping Mall. Check this place out. Over here we have the old couple from the first game. Or not the first game, the first day that we got here, right when we got off the boat. These people asked us for some change, and then they played us a song. But we can't really interact with them here. It's just cool that they're there. There's a lot of crap going on here in the middle. You got a fire-breathing dude, you got a dude. I don't even know really what's going on between these two guys here. He's like... What was he doing with that spear? It's hard to get a good look at this. They're just tossing it back and forth, doing tricks with it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what kind of deal these guys have worked out with the shopping mall that they're allowed to just stand here right in the lobby and perform. But I guess small security doesn't really give a shit. So the thing about this place is there's actually not much you can do here. It's kind of weird that they went to all the trouble of building this giant shopping mall, but every actual store in here is closed and you can't go in and look at anything. That place is closed off. So, yeah, they really just built this place specifically for this quest over here. This guy to our left seems like he's just having a great time staring at the wall. Let's see what his deal is.
ここらじゃ見ねえ顔だな。どっから来た？日本からです。ほう。ちょっと聞きたいことが。待った。俺に付き合ったら聞いてやるよ。さあさあお立ち会い。この男こそは日本から来た空手の達人。石をも砕くその凄さ。とくとご覧なれ。見事この石を割りましたら心ばかりのおひねりを。やるしかないか。
That guy looks like an alcoholic Goku. Alright. So the way this works is to get the maximum amount of strength, you hit it once when the meter's full, and then you'll have to hit it again on a faster meter thing. So let's try this here. Damn, didn't quite get it.
何やってんだ。しっかりしろ。大きく振りかぶって打ち下ろしたら石に当たる瞬間にガツンと力を込めるんだ。分かってる。よし、もう一回だ。しっかり頼むぞ。
Alright, alright, alright. I don't see you breaking any rocks, buddy. Okay, I got this, I got this, I got this. Ready? There it is.
よし。どうもどうも。驚いたぜ。まさかお前が本物の健康家だな。俺は宗仙葉月です。どうだ、俺と組んで一儲けしねえか。俺も憲法家だが落ちぶれちまってよ。
もしかして宗仙さんは修禅先生の。
なぜそれを。
やっぱり修禅先生からあなたのことを。
まさか俺のことなんか。
いえ、先生を訪ねたらあなたの話を。
しょうがねえ悪だってか。
全て力不足だった自分のせいだと悔やんでおられました。
師匠が俺なんかのために。ちょっと待っててくれ。これを師匠に渡してくれ。中見るなよ。
Alright, Zongshuan, Quan. I don't know how to say Chinese stuff, guys. Okay, so he gave us this letter, asked us not to read it. We actually can go in and inspect it, but we can't break his wishes and actually read it ourselves. No matter. We'll deliver it to the master. So, one of the reasons that I mentioned that this is one of my favorite parts of the game is because this is where the philosophy of the game design really starts to come in, and I'm gonna go off on a bit of a tangent here, guys. This might sound really hokey or kind of lame, I don't know, but I'm just gonna be true. I'm just gonna kind of pour my heart out here, guys. So at the time that I am recording this, Stan Lee died a couple days ago, and the day that I found out about it, you know, I was like, oh man, that really sucks. That's a big loss. But, you know, he lived a full life. He did a lot of great things. It's hard to be sad when somebody dies at 95. You know, I mean, it's not hard to be sad, but I'm saying, like, it's not unexpected, you know? And there was just so many touching tributes to him, and so many people just outpouring their condolences and their grief that he was gone, that it kind of like affected me the next day. I kind of woke up the next day and I was thinking about it, and I was like, this is actually hitting me like a little bit harder than I expected, and it surprised me. To be continued.
すいません、修禅さん。
おお、君は確か武徳について尋ねてきた。
宗仙さんから預かりました。
あったのかね、宗仙に。
はい。
我、甲の一時破るとも。極、口を離れず。剣手を離れず。あいつめ。
その手紙は一体。
甲とは武徳の一つじゃ。おごり高ぶることなく己を律し、むやみに剣法を使わず、乱りに技を見せず。
武徳の一つ、甲。極口を離れず、剣手を離れずとは。
歌を愛する者が常に曲を口ずさむように、憲法家は常に心を剣に置き、修練に励むという意味じゃ。
じゃあ宗泉さんは
武徳の会を破り、大道芸人に身を落とそうとも、自分はまだ剣の道を捨ててはおらぬ、そう告げておるのだ。宗泉よ、未だ剣の道を行くか。
Very cool. Very, very cool.
他に武徳を知ってそうな方をご存知ないですか？
県民さんを訪ねてみたかね。
ええ、他にどなたか心当たりは？
だったら長湯さんを訪ねるといい。
長湯さん？
うん、中国武術の知識に精通した方じゃ。
どこに行けば会えますか？
福仙街の三島通りで理髪店を営んでおられるぞ。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
Ah, nice. Okay. So you can actually do these in pretty much any order you want, guys. This is the order that I always do them in, just because, I don't know, seems like the easiest, and if you get a GM in first, this is the order in which they kind of tell you to do them, so... But yeah. So to get back to what I was saying, well, that's 2 wood that we've learned now. We know about Gon, which is practice every day without neglect, and we know about GA, which is one of those words that is completely different the way they pronounce it, and I don't even know where to start with the actual pronunciation. But it looks like GA, so that's how I say it. And that means to, you know, judge yourself without conceits and to not show or use your moves thoughtlessly. And to kind of tie that back into what I was saying, let's play some Lucky Hit while I talk about this.
すいません。
テイク2やってくれよ兄ちゃん。
Yeah, I'm gonna play some Take 2.
やらせてくれ。
台を選んでくれ。
So kind of the thing that was really great about Stan Lee, if you don't even know who he is, he was one of the top creators at Marvel Comics for a long time. He's not solely responsible for a lot of the characters, but he is at least a co-creator on dozens upon dozens of really beloved Marvel characters, including Captain America, a lot of the X-Men, Daredevil, and my personal favorite, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is like my second favorite comic book hero after Batman, right? And the thing that made Stan Lee so amazing at what he did with creating those characters, he started creating them at a time when, wow, I just kicked the shit out of this Lucky Hit game.
兄ちゃん、勘弁してくれよ。
Yeah.
8分だぜ。
Thanks. The thing that made Stan Lee so great
勝負はこれからこれから。
was that he wanted to kind of transform comics into something that was a bit more personal for people. You know, he started at a time when comic books were very, very hokey. You know, you had people like Superman and Batman already, but they were these like larger than life figures that people couldn't really relate to. You know, a super Kryptonian alien that has the powers of God, or a billionaire genius who invents all these awesome crime fighting tools and then goes out at night dressed like a bat and beats people up. And I love those characters. I love Batman a lot, but they're just not relatable. And then Stan Lee comes along and he says, you know what? People should have fictional characters that they can look up to, that they can relate to. And he tried to write these characters with real identities outside of the whole superhero thing. And to me, that's a huge part of what makes Spider-Man great, is the fact that, yeah, you can't really relate to having, like, super spider powers that let you web around and, you know, stick to walls and shit, but everybody can relate to being, like, a shy, nerdy kid who gets picked on in class, right? So, and, you know, I think Andrew Garfield said it best. He has a quote that I love. I can't believe that I just won again. That's so crazy. Andrew Garfield has this really incredible speech that he gave at San Diego Comic-Con when he was talking about how much it meant to him to play the role of Spider-Man in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. And what he said was that, you know, I think everybody wishes that they had the courage to stick up for themselves more, or to stick up for a loved one more, or even a stranger that you see being mistreated on the street. And he said that Peter Parker inspired him to feel stronger. He made him, Andrew, braver, and he reassured him that by doing the right thing, it's worth it. You know, it's worth the struggle, it's worth the pain, it's worth even the tears. And that's just such a powerful way to look at the Spider-Man character, and it's so right on too, because, you know, a lot of these characters were becoming really popular at a time when kids like me were growing up without a lot of great role models in our real lives. You know, I grew up without a dad. A lot of people in my age bracket did. It was kind of an epidemic. And I was luckier than most because I still had my grandpa in my life, my pop-pop, who was an incredible father figure to me. But, you know, missing one direct biological parent is always going to kind of leave a hole in your life, right? So I looked up a lot to the fictional characters that I was a huge fan of. And having somebody like Spider-Man just kind of made life more bearable. And that's the kind of legacy that Stan Lee left with the world. So the reason that I bring up all that is because I feel like that's very, very similar to what Yu Suzuki has done with this game in Shenmue, except he kind of took it even one step further, because, you know, the nature of a video game is that you actually perform these actions and you experience these things. And Shenmue is a lot of things, but one of the best things about it is that it's a game that's trying to teach you things. It's trying to tell you something. And the way that Yu Suzuki accomplished these things, specifically with this part of the game, is that you actually go out and you practice these things that you're learning. You absorb the lesson by actually participating in the thing that Ryo is learning. You know, when you learn about Gon, practicing every day without fail, you're practicing your move on the tree. When you learn about GA, not using your skills thoughtlessly or showing off, you're absorbing this story about this master and this student who has fallen into the role of a street performer. And you're seeing how that affects him and how it affects his master. Man, I really am getting lucky. This is crazy. And I don't know, guys. I've never played a video game like this that actually is trying to teach you important things and is actually having you absorb these lessons through your actions in the game. And I totally get why some people could find this to be boring or just don't really get what it's going for. But to me, this is the most incredible thing. I'm just going to be brutally honest here. Throughout my life, especially when I was younger, I had a lot of issues, kind of like emotionally, you know, not like severe mental illness, but I've struggled with depression, I've struggled with anxiety, I've struggled with anger issues. Not to the point where, like, I can't live my life. You know, this isn't like a pity me thing. A lot of people have it worse off than I do. But I have struggled with those things. That's a nice little shortcut we have right there, by the way, that not many people know about. And playing this game when I was, how old was I? 15 or 16 for the first time I played this game. It was really kind of incredible just stepping into a story like this and having these lessons kind of explained to me and shown to me, and realizing that, you know, there's help out there when you're just so angry that you can barely see straight, or you're so tired and depressed that you can't function. You know, you can look to stuff like this and you can realize, you know, there are ways to deal with those things. There are lessons to be learned, and if you practice these lessons, you can get better. And I've never forgotten these. You know, I can still recite all 4 of these 4 Voodoo off the top of my head. And I love it to death, guys. That's why it means so much to me. So sorry if that was hokey, but that's how I feel. It is what it is. So right here we have Zhang Yu's Barbershop. This is the next Voodoo we're supposed to learn. Let's take a gander inside here. This is actually a really interesting one. Check this out, guys.
すいません、長優さんですか？
何か用かい？
武徳について聞きたいんです。
武徳？あんた武術家なのか？
はい。
そうかい。まあそこにかけな。教えるついでにあんたの髪も整えてやろう。
Ryo just accepts that pretty easily.
武徳は憲法家にとって必要なものだ。武徳を備えぬ憲法家は人に恨まれ暗殺されることもしばしばあった。そういう憲法家はほとんどが無防備な時に暗殺された。そう、例えば茶を飲んでいる時とか髪を切っている時とか。いいか、何があっても動くんじゃないぞ。
ああ、
動くなと言ったろ。小心者だな。それでは武徳など得得できん。出直してくるんだな。
but, oh man. Are you sure I can't just try
閉ま
again?
ってるな。明日まで待つか。
Oh, Jesus. So this is the new wait feature that they've included in this game,
明
guys.
日また来るか。
Once you fail this sequence, Zhang Yu here kicks you out, and you can't try again until the next day. But luckily, they've included this handy little wait feature that just lets you zip the time right on by. But sadly,
今日はこれぐらいにして、そろそろ蓬莱旅社で休むか。
they didn't really take the time to actually streamline it in the sense that you have to come back here and sleep every single time. You have to go through this whole rigmarole. Okay. Well, I guess we should try again. Let's see if I can get better at sneaking past Rendon here. Oh, I don't think that's gonna cut it. Yeah, there we go. Damn it! Oh, it did bring me here. Okay, good. I keep choosing that by accident because I'm holding down left when I get there.
すいません、長優さん。
また来たのか。
どうしても武徳について聞きたいんです。
そうかい。まあそこにかけな。場合によっては教えてやらんこともない。
Well, thanks for giving me a second chance. I promise I won't fail you this time.
強い憲法家ほど敵を作りやすい。戦えば戦うほど安らぐ暇もなくなり、神経が細ければいずれ耐えられなくなる。だが無神経すぎるのも問題だ。油断は死を招くからな。死と隣り合わせの憲法家にとって何が最も必要かわかるか。それを教えてやる。いいか、動くなよ。
Ah!
動くなと言ったろ。小心者だな。それでは武徳など得得できん。
Damn it.
出直してくるんだな。
Okay.
閉まってるな。明日まで待つか。
So, yeah, this is actually the best way to skip time in this game, guys. And for purposes of side quests and making this Let's Play as complete as I can, I actually need to skip about a full month here. And as you can see, it's not quite as snappy as it was in the first game. Remember in the first game, you could just get caught by the guards and trying to sneak into warehouse number 8? And it would just immediately advance to the next day. They didn't make you go home. They didn't fuck around. They couldn't design it like that in this game. They give you the time skip, but then they don't make it super easy to actually achieve. So, I'm actually going to stop recording here because this is going to take a while. This is probably going to take like about, I don't know, an hour of my time. And when we come back, we'll try and figure out this sequence for real. And then learn about the third Wood from Zangyu. And also, it'll be like a month later. So, thanks guys. I'll see you then. Have a good night.